What's going on, everybody? This is Dave. Welcome back to part 4 now of the Rotherham United Football Manager 2017 save. Yes, the hair is still here. The hashtag hat ban is still underway. I know you guys are a fan of hair. Wow, that sounded a bit wrong. Right, moving on quickly from here. Guys, we lost 2-0 on the last episode to Preston North End. We had to book up our ideas fast. Today we've got the big game against Sheffield Wednesday. A local rivalry. And really, we've got to try and grab 3 points there. So obviously we lost 2-0 in this game in the last episode. And in the game after that, things didn't get much better. We lost 3-1 to Derby. Johnny Russell scoring for Derby. They went 2-0 up with Vidra. We grabbed a little bit of hope. Leif Racklington scored a goal, but then Vidra again grabbed the third for Derby. Again, we didn't look great, and Vidra ended up getting man of the match. I think we tried 2 up front for this one. It didn't quite work out. Blackstock and Kuki. It's worrying in the form we are. We, however, then did pick up a point at home. Marcus Antonsson scoring within the half-hour mark, around the half-hour mark rather, for Leeds. And then Izzy Brown grabbed us an equaliser. He scored again. He's grabbing quite a few goals for us. It was a pretty poor match in truth, but to grab a point is something. But however, we haven't won now in a long time. We do need to pick up 3 points from somewhere. We then carried on the horrible form, 2-0 loss to Rotherham. Not to Rotherham. We are Rotherham. We need to start winning games. We lost to Burton 2-0. Chris O'Grady scored twice. 2 goals in 3 minutes there for him. Again, Burton are doing really well in the league, and they showed us up big time. Chris O'Grady grabbed the 9.0 rating and the man of the match, as you'd expect. We went back to the one up front. Didn't work. We need to try something else. But at the same time, I don't want to chop and change the tactics too much. We're going to have no consistency in how we're playing. Hopefully, we can keep the job until January at this point and bring in some of our own, new players. However, we did pick up a point, quite luckily, against QPR. It finished 0-0 in the end. We just never got going in this game, but Sherry missed a penalty for QPR. I want to try and show you our formation for this one. We played quite defensive, as you can see, but it picked up a point, which is better than nothing at this point. We played really defensive. At home, it's quite negative, but I do want to cash in on some of these players in January, as I've said, and bring in some new players, because next episode I think there's going to be a lot of changes to this Rotherham side. And in the final match of the roundup, we lost to Fulham 2-1. Floyd Ayite opened the scoring for Fulham. A wonder goal from Marcada, which we'll have a look at shortly, and Matt Smith grabbing the winner for Fulham. It was really poor defending for that equaliser from Fulham. Formation again, we tried that away from home this time. Marcada actually started. He was like our only fit striker. Let's have a look at his goal, but it was absolutely wonderful, his strike. It looks even better in 3D, which we'll have a look at. But he picks the ball up here, and what a, he had a lot of time. He could have closed in on goal, but he went for the thunder strike instead. But here it was again. Fulham seemed to get the ball away, and he played it. Marcada just thumps it into the back of the net. So, guys, the streak at the moment isn't great. Our last win was against Birmingham City in the league, and that was a long time ago. It was almost, it was 8 games ago. We've only picked up 3 points since then. Championship is still looking okay. I mean, we're not in the bottom 3 as of yet, but this game is crucial against Sheffield Wednesday that we're going to be playing today, and it's quite handy that we're coming back for that one as well. If we have a quick look, we've picked up Stevenage in the FA Cup 3rd round, but in the next episode, we are probably going to come back around the end of January. Nottingham Forest, Rich on Twitch's old team, he got sacked from them. They're absolutely smashing the league at the moment. They're top of the league. There's 4 teams running up there. QPR, Villa, Newcastle, Forest. QPR and Forest, would you expect them to be up there at this stage of the season? Who knows? But let's go and jump into today's live com against Sheffield Wednesday. So, guys, this is what we're going to try out. It's a bit of a risk, but I like the look of it. A 4-2-3-1. Going Lee Camp in goal, Blade, Halford, Fry and Kelly at the back. A little bit of a change up for the back four. Poyer and Taquito sitting just in front of them, with Danny Ward, Kuki, Izzy Brown as the attacking midfield three, with Marcada up front. We're going to give him another chance. Now Sheffield Wednesday, Wildsmith in goal, Irby Emmanuelson at left back, Luvens, Lees and Hunt at the back, Jones, Bannon and Abdi as the middle three, Reach and Marco Matias on the wings, and then Stephen Fletcher up front. They're struggling, we're struggling. It's a real relegation 6-pointer at this point of the season. Let's go in and hopefully we can grab our first 3 points in a long time. Literally the most boring first half of football I think I've ever seen, which kind of sums up our seasons. It's a 0-0 with no highlights. This could be the shortest episode known to man at this point. We need to do something right. I mean, it comes to something when we're kind of happy with that performance and we've kept them quiet, but seriously we do. Stephen Fletcher's got a dead leg. No one's really playing brilliantly, but hopefully we can go into the second half and grab some sort of clear-cut chance. I mean, one highlight, although it will be a boring game, one highlight and a goal for us would change the whole, you know, way of we may look into the transfer window and so on. We do need something different. We need a quality goal scorer for sure, because that's what we've lacked, a consistent goal scorer at this point. Defenders as well. But here's a chance. Maybe Kuki tried to whip it in, and a penalty is given. Brilliant. Now, penalties have been a lot more fortunate to me since the full game came out. On the beta, not so much. And we've got the penalty with just over half an hour to go. It's going to be Marcada to take it, and he scored. Get in. The chance for us to grab a massive 3 pointers here. Federico Marcada. It wasn't the most convincing penalty. Not great goalkeeping. But nonetheless, we are 1-0 up here at Hillsborough. Is there another chance? Here's Poyer, Taquito, Kuki, back to Greg Halford. Poyer keeping the ball quite well here. Here's Kuki again in that attacking midfield role, which we're going to try him out at a little bit more. Izzy Brown into Kuki again. Great football. Danny Ward. What a goal, Rotherham. 2-0 up with 20 minutes to go. Absolutely brilliant goal. Now, this was a fantastic piece of play. Kuki with that first time pass, it was delicious. And Danny Ward is so lethal from that left-hand side. He's caught it in. He's got it at the near post. We're 2-0 up here. Time to make some changes. Now, Kuki, I'm going to keep on. He's played pretty well. Diego Poyer is a little bit tired, so we'll drop Greg Halford to defensive midfield. We're doing quite a few changes around, but it should hopefully be worth it. Izzy Brown going to come off as well. And we will bring off Federico Marcada, bring on Dexter Blackstock. 2-0 up though, guys. This is going to be huge. Sheffield Wednesday are in big trouble. And although we haven't had many chances on goal, we've certainly made the most of what we've had, and that's promising. And it's good for morale at this point. Morale is huge on this game. I've seen that a lot. And coming into the last 10 minutes, 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Is there going to be another goal? Will it be 3, or are Sheffield Wednesday going to get themselves back into this game? Here's Abdi. Long ball. Fry won the header now. A bit of room for Danny Ward to run into. Can he dispatch it? No. Hunt won it back. I thought maybe he could have got sent off there. He was on a booking. He's won the ball back. He's going to cross it in. Not the best cross. Lee Camp picks it up. Just a couple of minutes to go. I think we should have done enough to grab the win. Hunt wins that header again. Long ball towards Marco Matias, who puts it wide. Good. It'd be great to get a clean sheet as well, guys. We haven't had one of those for a while. I mean, we had the 0-0 draw against Fulham, but it's a rarity for us to grab a win and a clean sheet. I think that's going to be it. It is it. And what a huge victory. What a victory that is. I'm very pleased with that, boys. Where does that leave us in the table then? Because we haven't won for a long time. We're up to 18th. A lot of teams have got games in hand because we were the early kickoff, but that is huge for us because it sucks everyone else straight back into it. Wolves, Barnsley, Wigan, Birmingham, Brighton now all in here. I don't think we will see the relegation zone, I hope, before Christmas. And I hope we don't see it for the whole of the season, really. But it's promising to see us, you know, change the tactic, react like that. Big shout out to my friend Robert Coster, who recommended that tactic for me. You legend. But as you can see, guys, it was 8 matches, of course, without a win, and we came and won it now. 17th of December. I don't think we can't be there now before the relegation zone. Another huge game next. We're against Wigan. And then we play Burton again. But guys, I'm going to come back and see you for that game against Nottingham Forest. Top of the league they are. But hopefully by then we would have done all our transfer business, guys. Until then though, guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully we'll get some business done and get some more wins on the board. See you next time.